So AutoAuto, it is a Python programmable car and machine learning, AI, experimentation and learning platform. I have literally nothing to do with the project except I have one of these things. And I was like, oh, this is really, really cool, and we should talk about it at Austin Python. So here's what it looks like. It's cute. So you see a couple of things immediately. There's a little camera in front of it. There's a display screen in the windshield, which is kind of cool. And there's no wires. That's the other thing.
How big is that?
It's
Oh, okay.
this big. All right. So I've disassembled. Well, I took the body cover off, but this is what it looks like. And what it is there's a Raspberry Pi 3 Model B down here. There's this nice display screen. You have USB, Ethernet, all this stuff on the side. It's got Wi-Fi. It has a gigabyte of RAM and it has a micro SD slot somewhere. Other side? Yeah. So anyway, there's a micro SD slot there.
Sweet.
It has the camera, LCD screen. In the box, you get this nice box, and the body comes off very easily. So the body sort of sits on here. How many of you played with RC cars as a kid or as adults? Great. So there's the little pins that go through, and then you take the body off. You get those guys, and then you got stop signs to test certain object detection algorithms with. There's traffic cones, which are fun. You can do some programming and driving around the traffic. So, sorry, what was the question?
It's just a toy?
Well, life is just great. So, it is designed, I will say this, I can't speak for the founders and the creators, but it is designed with a very strong intent on being a useful tool for teaching science, technology, and math and programming. I don't think a predominant use case is for you to use this as an industrial robot in your warehouse, right? There is also, when you buy it, you also get a subscription. So you get a 6-month subscription to their online web-based platform that has a lot of tutorials, videos, walkthroughs. You have access to live online mentoring. And it's actually really well done. So I'll walk you guys through that a little bit. But this, again, to the question about the toy thing, right? On their website, there's a very, very clear education-oriented aspect to this. Now, just because kids are doing it doesn't mean that adults can't do it too, because all of us can learn more about these kinds of things. The API is really, really stinking straightforward. So, I think I opened the box, and inside of like 10 minutes, I was driving this thing around the office, right? It was like super easy. The arguments to many of these functions for movement are in units of time, which is actually really interesting. And it immediately ties the code, from my perspective, it ties the code to real world kind of thing. So it's not some obscure units, it's not some arbitrary little virtual world thing. It's actually just time. How long do you want this thing to go for? So it's actually, there's some lessons they try to teach basic physics and things like that tie to the fact that the API is actually, just something as simple as taking an argument in units of time and not distance, for instance, which might be a little bit challenging. That itself already makes the programming activity feel much more integrated with reality. Then there's also built-in, super easy to use, quote-unquote AI things. So there's basically built-in algorithms for doing facial detection and detecting different kinds of colors, things like that. And of course, there's a honk thing, which I'm sure my son will use quite a bit. But you also can use the camera to take pictures and stuff. And so we'll have, in the demo, we'll go through a lot of these things, I'm sure. This is what there's Ryan, so okay. When you first log in, you see this. And then if you go, there's different levels of programming. So if you start with the programming level 1, this is actually really, really nice. So you go to lab 1 here, and this is essentially what, this is part of what you pay for access to with your subscription. So you have intro videos, you have descriptions over here, and then you've got the actual terminal. So you can write code in here, you can run stuff in the terminal, and then you can run the stuff in your car. So there's an initial setup process. It's actually really, really straightforward to get the car onto the Wi-Fi. Now, I can't get this one onto the Capital Factory Wi-Fi because you have to click through an authentication screen. But if you have your home Wi-Fi or like our office Wi-Fi, super easy to set up. You punch it in here, it displays a QR code, you scan the QR code with the camera, then the car sets itself up. When you actually go through it and you set it up, it's a little bit magical when you can punch code in here and the car just drives itself. It's actually really neat. So that is what we're going to see in the live demo. The thing I do want to highlight in this is that each of these different programming levels, you go from the very beginning, like, oh, drive forward, drive back, turn, things like that, do a figure 8. But in these lessons, again, it's a STEM focus, so education focus. So if you're going through the lessons, you're learning equal parts Python programming and how to, and then making the car do interesting things with those programming primitives that you learn. So, for instance, so you have some basic labs, and then you have to do these projects, like stopping for a stop sign when you detect a stop sign. This is, I would say, a huge part of the value of this versus cobbling your own little thing together. So you can cobble these components together yourself, but from an educational perspective, I have an 8-year-old at home who's just rip-roaring ready to learn this kind of stuff. This is a ready-to-go out-of-the-box sort of thing. So sorry if that sounded too like salesman-y sort of thing, but this is a really cool local Austin startup. The founders are here, so I'll let them take it away with the live demo. Sound good? So Ryan, Liz.